Here we are with day number 27. Day number 27 from the greatest salesman in the world. This is scroll marked number 1. Today I begin a new life. Yes, it's in the morning. You can see a little bit of the fog on the river in the back there. It's the main river in flowing through Frankfurt. Usually there's a lot of ships going through here, but I don't see any ships going through right now. Maybe we get lucky. We can see a couple of ships coming in from Amsterdam or whatever, you know. And they usually smell kind of funny, the ones from Amsterdam, because, you know, they smoke that stuff. And who knows? We'll see what happens. Just kidding. But they actually do. Probably not on the ships. At least I don't hope so. All right. Today is about beginning a new life. Shedding the old skin, which hath too long suffered the bruises of failure and the wounds of mediocrity. Especially what I noticed with a scroll number 1, when you're changing new habits and so forth, there are times where people around you and things around you and situations almost really like a piranha tried to bite the life off of you so that you can't do these changes. These people or things become very, maybe even nasty at times, for the lack of a better word right now, and try to pull you down. And that's why it's so important to do this 3 times a day, because if you're not doing this 3 times a day and really working on this, then these people will avail, or these situations will avail, and you stay stuck in these situations. And that would just be really, really bad, because you really want to do it. You really want to make some progress. But then again, when things get really good, then situations and people and everything else like that can be very challenging at times, especially when everybody around you notices you mean it, you really mean it. But then again, it's like anything. If you're working out, you're working with muscles, you're doing anything like that, you have to go in steps and do it one step at a time. So I will pluck breaks of wisdom from the tallest and fullest vines in the vineyard, for these were planted by the wisest of my profession who have come before me generation upon generation. Today I will savor the taste of grapes from these vines, and verily I will swallow the seed of success buried in each, and new life will sprout within me. And that's what the people around you, that's what they see. They see the new light sprouting without you. It's like a plant. They see the plant is changing. They see it's like a flower that's changing colors and so forth. And they're like, wait a minute, I want that old plant back. I don't want no flowers. I don't want no new colors. That's not good. The career I've chosen is laden with opportunity, yet it is fraught with heartbreak and despair. And the bodies of those who have failed, where they piled one atop another, would cast a shadow down upon all the pyramids of the earth. Think about that. Next time you look at a pyramid or something like that, and you think about all these bodies that were piled one atop another, all these people who have failed. Isn't that amazing? That's just really crazy. All of the people over the thousands and millions of years practically. And but I will not fail as the others, for my hands I know the charts. These are the charts. These are the scrolls which will guide me through perilous waters to shores which only yesterday seemed but a dream. Failure will no longer be my payment for struggle, just as nature made no body for my body to tolerate pain, neither has made any provision for my life to suffer failure. Failure like pain is alien to my life. In the past I accepted as I accepted pain. Now that's important to remember, because if you're changing in this and you have all these things happening around you, then these things coming up to cause you pain, if you let them cause pain, Eckhart Tolle talked about that, Eckhart Tolle, and he says about a pain body, then you become a part of their pain body. And that's just really, wow, that sounds nasty. It sounds like a cesspool or something like that. So the thing is, you need to program your brain. That's what we're doing with this right here, so that you cannot become a part of their pain body. That's their pain body, not yours. You know, out of compassion, you can say, well, I hope you're doing better, and is there anything I can do for you? But you cannot enter the pain body. Otherwise, you'd be a part of that, and that's a problem. It's more than a problem. It's a challenge. That's something not good. Now I reject it. That's why it says, now I reject it. I am prepared for wisdom and principles which will guide me out of the shadows into the sunlight of wealth, position, and happiness, far beyond my most extravagant dreams, until even the golden apples in the garden of asparagus will seem no more than my just reward. Time teaches all things to he who lives forever, but I have not the luxury of eternity. Yet within my allotted time, I must practice art of patience, for nature acts never in haste. To create the olive, king of all trees, 100 years is required. An onion plant is old in 9 weeks. I have lived as an onion plant. It has not pleased me. Now I would become the greatest of olive trees, and in truth, the greatest of salesmen. And how will this be accomplished? For I have neither the knowledge nor the experience to achieve greatness. And already, so I'm admitting this. That's what I like about these goals. You're admitting I don't have the knowledge and I don't have the experience. Even though I think I have huge experience, I've been top 10 in the world twice. Well, because with the help of the scores, of course. But still, to admitting, because if you had all the experience and knowledge, why in the world aren't you the best in your field? If you already have it, why am I not the best in my field? Why am I not that? It could be that I could probably learn something a little bit more. So that's what we're doing this for. The answer is simple. I will commence my journey unencumbered with either the weight of unnecessary knowledge or the handicap of meaningless experience. Nature already has supplied me with knowledge and instinct far greater than any beast in the forest, and the value of experience is overrated, usually by old men who nod wisely and speak stupidly, blah, blah, blah. In truth, experience teaches thoroughly, yet her course of instruction devours men's years, so the value of her lessons diminishes with the time necessary to acquire her special wisdom. The end finds it wasted on dead men. Furthermore, experience is comparable to fashion. An action that proves successful today will be unworkable and impractical tomorrow. Only principles endure, and these I now possess. For the laws that will lead me to greatness are contained in the words of these scrolls. For what is success other than a state of mind, which 2 among 1,000 men will define success in the same words? Yet failure is always described in one way. Failure is man's inability to reach his goals in life, whatever they may be. In truth, the only difference between those who have failed and those who have succeeded lies in the difference of their habits. Good habits are the key to success. Bad habits are unlocked door to failure. Thus the first law I will obey, which precedes all others, is, I will form good habits and become their slave. As a child, I was slave to my impulses. Now I am slave to my habits. As are all grown men, I have surrendered my free will to the years of accumulated habits, and the past deeds of my life have already marked out a path which threatens to imprison my future. My actions are ruled by appetite, passion, prejudice, greed, love, fear, environment, habit, and the worst of these tyrants is habit. Therefore, if I must be a slave to habit, let me be a slave to good habits. My bad habits must be destroyed, and new furrows will be prepared for good seed. I will form good habits and become their slave. And how will I accomplish this? With these scrolls, it will be done. As the words of these scrolls are consumed by my mysterious mind, I will begin to work each morning with a vitality I have never known before. My vigor will increase, my enthusiasm will rise, my desire to meet the world will overcome every fear I once knew at sunrise, and I will be happier than I ever believed it possible to be in this world of strife and sorrow. Eventually, I will find myself reacting to all situations which confront me as I was commanded in the scrolls to react. And soon these actions and reactions become easy to perform, for any act with practice becomes easy, of course. Thus a new and good habit is born. When an act becomes easy through constant repetition, it becomes a pleasure to perform, and if it is a pleasure to perform, it is man's nature to perform it often. When I perform it often, it becomes a habit, and I become its slave. And since it is a good habit, this is my will. Today I begin a new life, and I make a solemn oath to myself that nothing will retard my new life's growth. I will lose not a day from these readings, for that day cannot be retrieved, nor can I substitute another for it. I must not, I will not, break this habit of daily reading from these scrolls, and in truth, the few moments spent each day on this new habit are but a small price to pay for the happiness and success that will be mine. As I read and reread the words in these scrolls to follow, Never will I allow the brevity of each scroll, nor the simplicity of its words to cause me to treat the scroll's message lightly. Thousands of grapes are pressed to fill one jar with wine, and the grape skin and pulp are tossed to the birds. So it is with these grapes of wisdom from the ages. Much has been filtered and tossed to the wind. Only the pure truth lies distilled in the words to come. I will drink as instructed and spill not one drop, and the seed of success I will swallow. Today my old skin has become as dust. I will walk tall among men, and they will know me not, for today I am a new man with a new life. This is getting more and more fun every day. I sound like a broken record with this, but it's just the way it is. This thing that saying this every day for like over 900 days. But that's actually, I feel. I watched a couple of my first videos that I did with the greatest salesman in the world, and I do notice that I've changed. I'm feeling more comfortable doing this. I can feel and see when I watch the videos the difference in that I am having more fun doing it. I am savoring the words more, and I'm pretty sure if you wanted to do the greatest salesman in the world as well, you would savor the words as well. I'm pretty sure about that. So yeah, a lot of changes going on, but I will be notating that and I'll do reviews on that. Some of the changes a little bit scary and a little bit you know, challenging, but anything change, there's only guarantee in life is change, so it's time to get along with it. All right, thank you very much for watching this, and I always look forward to thumbs up. Thank you. All right, all the best. Bye.